Welcome back to Scrapbooks Made Easy with Beth. I am going to stick with my circle theme from last week and still continuing to use the Wandering Wild. I have a lot of pictures of the outdoors, so this is perfect for me. All right, so with the circle cutter, this white band right here is what you loosen up so you can move it. This is a 4-inch circle and a 5-inch circle. I'm gonna go right in between. I want my circle to be about 4.5 inches, and I'm gonna tighten that up, so now I can't move it. When you push down on this, that's what holds either your paper or your picture, so it doesn't move as you're cutting. And then as you push in this and this down, that's when your blade comes out, and you can see it's directly under the divot, and so is this. All right, another thing that I love, excuse me, is the cardstock that matches whatever paper pack is now listed on your paper pack. I'm not good at matching colors with things. I think something looks good until I do it, and then I'm like, maybe that doesn't match as well. So I love that they've taken that guesswork out, and it just made it easy for me. All right, so I'm going to set that aside right now. And what I want to do is I'm going to cut my circles out of these two papers. And another good thing about what I'm going to show you is if you're somebody who likes both sides of the paper, but you don't know what to do or which side to use, this is the answer to that. All right, I've already cut this out, so I'm going to continue using this side of the paper. So I still have 12 inches this way, and I won't have 12 inches this way anymore, but at least I can make a border with that. All right, so knowing that the blade is right here, I'm gonna go up so I know I'm not going off the paper, and I'm just gonna be at the edge of the paper here. So I'm gonna push down at this, push this in and down, and now without lifting up on this, switch hands so you can continue going around. And now I have one of the circles that I need. And now I'm going to go down here and see, yep, I should just be able to make that one. And there too. So again, just trying to maximize the space that I have left on this paper. If you don't care, then that's fine. So now I have two. I can cut this as a 12-inch strip and still have a little bit of play product there. All right, so now I'm gonna do the same thing. I didn't have a scrap of this sheet. So now I'm gonna do the same thing here. I'm gonna go up and come to the side. Now I can scoot over just a little bit. I can actually scoot up a little bit too. Could have gone up a little bit higher, but that's okay. I can still do both circles on this side of the paper. So I have both of my circles cut out. Now I'm going to take my base paper and I have those ready to go. Now that I have the 4 circles cut out, I'm going to switch to the scoring blade. Just pop up that, take out your straight blade, put in your scoring blade. I've already done 3 of these, so I'm gonna do one more just to show you. What I do is I put this at 3 1/4 at the end, and then because this is striped and this has a pattern on it too, I wanna kind of make sure, like I can see I'm a little bit crooked there, so I'm gonna turn that so I'm scoring it correctly. But again, I went to 3 1/4, depends on how far down you want. And you're not gonna keep going back and forth, but it did put a dent in my paper. And then I always switch it back out right away because I can't tell you how many times I haven't switched it and I go to cut and it's the wrong blade. So now where that scoring is, I easily can just fold these in half and I don't have to guess, I don't have to worry about it. It's done for me. And then you can take just a little piece of tape runner to stick those down. And this way you get to enjoy both sides of that paper. And then you're gonna put these on your paper. What I would also do is decorate the bottom of it. So depending on what you're doing, maybe I would put the mountains on the bottom, or yeah, I'm gonna use the mountains. Something to go along the bottom of your paper to decorate it. And now with these, I'm gonna put just a little bit of tape. You don't wanna go in the middle. And you wanna give yourself some room. And you can aim them different ways, or you can angle them however you want. I'm gonna go a different way here. And then you're gonna take some photos. They do need to be vertical. And I am going to trim these a little bit as well. I'm gonna trim off our legs so you can see more of the mountain. And if you need to trim a little bit on the sides, I think it's best to be about 3 1/4 inches wide as well. So I'm just gonna trim a little bit off of each side. This might work a little bit better with scenery pictures and not people, but I really wanted to use these. So I'm gonna do 3 1/4 by, let's do 4 1/4 and see what that looks like. 3 1/4 by 4 1/4. And then you can have these popping out of your photos. So here's an easy one to trim. 3 1/4 by 4 1/4. And I'm going to trim the top off, but then I'm going to trim a little bit of the bottom off. And this could be like, I have 4 grandsons, I could put one of each of the kids in there. So, and then you're going to just put photos in here, and then you can use stickers, or you can use any of the embellishments and put wild heart. You could put any of the little embellishments around, wild and free. Get your photos in first before you start putting these in, so you know. And then maybe something fun in the middle instead of here. And then I would put a foam square under that to pop it up a little bit, but you get the idea of how you can use circles and make them little pockets. Instead of photos, these could be notes. So you could have a picture in here and then a note to each child or grandchild, but just a fun way to show off your pictures and paper with both sides. And then on the other side, I would use the matching circles to this and not put them down, just have 3 circles going across, and then have photos sticking out of the 3 of those and a title. Or in this case, I might just cut this off a little bit, make it square, and then put that as a title on the page. So a couple different ways, but a really fun way to see both sides of your paper and using circles.